Oh, wait a minute. Hello, great to see everyone. Happy Monday. We'll give you guys just a few seconds for everyone to get in the room. There we go. Nice to see everyone. Yeah, it is really, we're really excited. We're getting toward the end of Member Extravaganza. So we appreciate you all hopping on and joining us today. Great to see you guys on here. I'm Lisa Renz. I'm the president of US Franchise, and I want to thank my peer, Ron Leonard. He is the president of US Core for being on here today, and he's going to mostly run the call. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn it over to Ron.
Lisa, you're amazing, and welcome back. I know you had an amazing vacation. Welcome, Dana, Ivan's executive assistant, and also Thisha, the operations manager for US Franchise, and everybody else on the call. Great to see everybody. And today's the 20th of May, and this is our last Member Extravaganza call with Ivan, and super excited to have everybody here with us. And we got a lot of recognition to go through, a lot of chapters, a lot of regions, even some members who have qualified for Member Extravaganza, and we still have time. And so we're going to go through that. Let me share my screen here and we'll get rocking and rolling. Are we recording?
You know what? I don't think we are. Hey, but Ron, hey, today though, today's our last day of the call. Yes, so we do have one at 5 o'clock. So it's not too late for you to let your peers know about this call and encourage them to come on at 5 o'clock. That would be fantastic. And we have lots and lots of share. And so we're really excited to talk to you guys today.
Yeah, thank you, Lisa. Yeah, spot on. 5 o'clock today, guys, Eastern time. Let all your members, let all your chapters know to jump on. And we're excited to share some preliminary results of chapters and regions that have already qualified. And we have some regions that have done a lot. And so we're super excited to go through that. And so let's get rocking and rolling. These actually just came out hot off the presses. 1.88 billion last month, Lisa. That's not too shabby.
Not too shabby at all. It's pretty exciting to see that happening.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? Next slide to me was like the one that just like got me super excited. When you look at this, we had $23.2 billion in closed business. That's amazing last month. And I think the two tiles to the left really highlight to me how important these big numbers are. We're breaking records, month after month. So it's pretty exciting to see that this is a result of over 15.7 million referrals that resulted in $23.2 billion. And we know these numbers aren't even like accurately reported. We know people underestimate and underreport. So this is really exciting to see the impact we're having around the world. And our fifth time that we've recorded over $23 billion. So it's nice to see how strong our numbers are and the impact people are having, Ron. So it's pretty incredible.
Yeah, it is. It's amazing. You know, it's funny, not funny. Last week, we talked about the difference in million and billion. And when you say that word, 15.7 million referrals, I don't really think, at least I can't, just how big that is. That's a massive number. And then when you consider billion, the difference in a million and a billion, they're spelled very similar, but the difference in a million and a billion is just astronomical. So 15.7 million referrals and $23.2 billion in business. And BNI is, without a doubt, it's growing people's businesses, members' businesses, it's changing lives, and that's impacting communities. And that's the whole point of Member Extravaganza, is to grow chapters, grow referral partners, change lives and impact communities. And so it's exciting, and we just keep breaking records. And 15.8 million referrals over the last 12 months is just, it's incredible. But I do agree with you, Lisa. I do think it's underreported.
Yeah.
I don't know what you think the 23.2 really is. Everybody reported it.
I can't guess, but I think it's right. I want to thank everybody who's on this call and have been on previous calls, on these Monday calls. It really shows your commitment to the other referral partners and other members in the organization and people who really care about having a huge impact. And I think that really speaks a testimony to our members and our directors. So thank you for everyone who's joined in. And speaking of joining in, I see we have Dr. Misner on the call. So we want to also recognize him. Thank you for joining us today, Dr. Misner.
Of course, it's great to be here. I seem to have had the wrong ID, so ran a couple of minutes late.
Yeah, wonderful. Nice to have you on here. We got a really exciting agenda on
Yeah, we
you
do.
today, and it's all about you today. So we're really
It
excited
is.
about
It's
this.
all about you, the founder of BNI, and looking at that number right there, 20.2 billion, 23.2 billion, and to have the founder of our company. I mean, there's not a lot of companies where you get to communicate, talk with, glean from, learn from, associate with, have fun with the founder of a company that was started, almost 40 years ago. And so thank you for joining, sir.
Hey, my pleasure. I had somebody, I won't say what country it is, but it wasn't the US. I had somebody come up to me at a convention once and say, it is so nice to have the founder still alive. I'm like, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah,
That's awesome.
really said that. So I think it's great to still be here too.
And be alive, even better.
Yeah.
We're glad. And I mean, you still are actively participating in the organization and the things that we do. You still build the vision for the organization. And I think Member Extravaganza, I mean, it's been around for such a long time and it's had such a huge impact. And that's really what we're here to talk about really this week is that. And it kind of leads to your kickoff with talking about the 40 years of BNI. So we have a lot of great things on deck from you this week. So we really appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Let's keep rolling. And so let's look back, and we're going to put Dr. Misner on the hot seat here. And if you like this, sir, then it was Lisa's idea. If you don't like this, then it was my idea. And so last year we had the cruise on Independence of the Seas. This year we're going much bigger, and it's going to be an amazing cruise. And we're going to send a whole lot more people. Let's take a look at Member Extravaganza through the years. Now it started, sir, right? 86?
86, I believe, was the first year.
Yeah, it was the first year, and it really wasn't cruises back then, right?
No, it wasn't. It was, I forget what it was in 86. I think it was a local trip. And by 88, I know it was a murder mystery weekend, but sometime around 89, we figured out that cruises were the thing that motivated people the most. I don't know why, but it does. And so
Yeah.
I'll tell you, one of the things is that everybody's together and you can be together if you want, and you can go off on your own if you want.
Yep.
And come back together for dinner and for, presentation or party at Ivan's or whatever it is.
Party at Ivan's. That sounds
Party at
amazing
Ivan's.
to me.
That's my plan.
I love it. Murder mystery sounds kind of fun though, too. That'd be a good time, right? That'd be a lot of teamwork, and it'd be
Yeah,
a
it
lot
was. It was. And I told you that was my first date with my late wife, Elizabeth, was a murder mystery dinner in San Diego.
Oh, that is really, really cool, right? And then we say, was it Mrs. Peacock in the library with the rope?
Yeah, that was it. That was it.
Oh, that's fun. Well, very good. All right, let's take a look back in time. So Dr. Misner, take a look at this photo real quick and take a guess what year this was from. Member Extravaganza.
I couldn't tell you the year, although I could tell you what the speech was just by looking at this photo. I know it would be over 12 years old, probably over 15 years old, because I don't have a goatee and I have dark hair. So I would say
you're getting
at least 20 years, right around 20 years.
You're close. 1998.
All right.
98. Now,
all right, I'm reasonably close.
The validity of that is only based on the fact that the folder you sent me said 98. So we're
98. Okay.
All right. We got one more.
So 25, 26 years.
Amazing, right?
Can you go back to the previous one? I can even tell you what my speech is. The only time back then, I don't do it now, but the only time back then that I used a flip chart was on the Ask the Founder. And people would ask me questions, I'd put them up there and then I'd tackle them in a different order. So I could tell because I have this flip chart.
All right, very cool. All right, next one. You ready?
Yeah.
What year?
Good Lord.
Look at that picture of you. That's an amazing picture.
Yeah, that would have been in the 90s as well, I think. Yeah.
Close. I
2000.
See a little champagne. And the answer is 2000. You just Good job. Fantastic. All right. You ready?
I can tell because I was in my fat suit. It was a little heavier.
That mustache looked pretty good though, right?
I like the goatee better.
You know what's fun? You know what's crazy? This is 2000. You look younger now than you did there.
You lie like a rug, man.
I'm not kidding. I mean, everything. I'm serious. All right, next one. Ready? Boom. What year?
Well, now I'm starting to gray. So, 2002, maybe. Elizabeth was obviously
Oh,
with me.
so close.
2001. Okay.
2001. Yeah, that's a great picture too.
I should have studied my photos before I
No,
sent them.
that's okay. I'm glad you didn't look at the slide deck before you came on. You could have.
Yeah.
All right, how about here?
Um, uh, 2002.
Boom.
There we go.
Wow. Did you take a sneak peek at the slide deck?
I did not get to the only
Wow.
one I saw, I got down to the me speaking, and then
Okay.
I had a hard time getting on the
Yeah.
page, so I
All
stopped
right.
looking.
Well, yeah, amazing. All right. How about this one? Is that a Diet Coke you're drinking? I was trying to figure that out.
Yeah. I used to drink a lot of Diet Coke. Now I've got a lot more gray hair. 2004.
Yeah, you're looking thinner in this picture though, too. You look great. And what is that? Caribe
I might be-
Royale?
Yeah, Caribe Royale. I don't know. That might have been a trip to New Orleans. We did one membership extravaganza to New Orleans.
All
I
right. So
don't
what
know
year do you think? What year?
2000. Let's see. Do I really look thinner? I don't know that I. No. It has to be before 2014. I'd say 2010.
3.
2003. Okay.
Yeah, you were close.
So you're going up a year at a time. I had to just say 2000.
Yeah, but I'm gonna trick you here in a second.
You're gonna trick me. All right.
Okay, here's another one.
All right.
Look
2000.
at those kids.
Yeah, look at all those kids.
Dude,
2009.
boom, 4.
2004. See, you did go up 1 year at a time.
All right, how about this one?
Look, you can see the gray hairs coming in. 2006.
Boom, bam. Tell them what he won, Bob. Good job. All right, look at this one. I want to know what's going on in this picture.
I can usually tell what my talk is. Well, actually, the talk would have been truth or delusion because I see it in the back.
Yeah, I see that too.
2000 and I don't know, 2009,
Ooh, close.
2011. Okay.
Yeah, 11. Yeah. So what do you think you're talking about here?
I don't know, but if you could tell that there's got to be some Italian in me because if you tied my hands, I couldn't speak. I'm often able to, aren't I looking right at the camera?
Yeah, I think you might be.
I think I'm looking, there's probably somebody kneeling down taking a photo, and I tend to turn to the camera and say photo op.
I tell you what, if you look at everybody looking, well, they're just laser focused
Yeah.
on what you're doing there. So a good one. All right. Ooh, what about this one?
Well, that's definitely after 2013. So that might be 2014,
Boom, 12.
2012. No, that couldn't have been 2012. Let me see it again.
Yeah, maybe the picture's in the wrong folder, but
Yeah, because I lost my weight in 2013, I think.
you're looking good in that picture.
Maybe it was 2012. You know what? It was 2012 that I lost the weight. So yeah, it's probably correct.
And it says New York, New York. So is that in Vegas? Or is it?
Yeah, that was Las Vegas. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we did a membership drive, and the trip was in Vegas.
Okay, cool.
We changed it up a little bit.
All right. Now this one wasn't a folder from Extravaganza, but maybe Graham ever went on a cruise with you.
2014.
Boom, look at Graham. 16.
2016.
Yep. And then here's another one.
This was last year.
Yes, sir. Good job. 2023. So through the years, it's pretty amazing. And we didn't have all the years in there. You've been so committed to Member Extravaganza for so many years, and all the members that you've touched and just had fun with and was able to to teach and just learn from and build relationships with. It's got to be hundreds and hundreds of members, and we're pretty committed this year. It's going to be more and more. So I hope you thought it was fun. Again, if you liked doing that, it was Lisa's idea. If you did not like it, it was my idea.
Well, I liked it. I think it was great. I wish I'd have gone through the whole slide deck in advance and
Oh, that's okay.
right on. But I was reasonably close. I was within a couple.
You did good. Yeah, you did very, very
You can
good.
tell from my weight and my hair.
Yeah, you did amazing. All right. Again, that was 2023. So we have a lot of chapters that have qualified. These chapters right here have all qualified at 3+. Some have actually done more than 3+. Alabama, Arkansas, Arizona, a lot of California, some Colorado, a lot of Florida, Central, Central West, Fort Lauderdale, Northeast. There's more. These all have all qualified. They've all sponsored at least 3 or more between April 1st and now. And this, the data only goes through the 13th of May. And so I suspect it's going to be even more here very soon. Palm Beach, a lot of Florida, right? And look at Tampa Bay, just Tampa Bay killing it. Georgia, Illinois, Louisiana, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, Kansas City, Montana, Charlotte, woo, North Dakota. Man, I love that. BNI, do you ever think BNI would be in North Dakota, Dr. Misner?
I kicked off North Dakota, so yes.
Boom, there you go.
But when I did it, I didn't. I mean, before I did it, I thought it would be like one of the last states. And Montana was the 1, 2, 3rd or 4th state for us to open in. And you know, there are more sheep than people in Montana, and so I was like, how could we open Montana as the 3rd or 4th state for BNI? But it was all because of a referral. The person who ended up becoming director visited, he was a snowbird, and he visited his daughter in Phoenix. And his daughter said, hey, Dad, I can't have breakfast with you this morning because I've got to go to this networking thing. And he said, oh, a networking thing? I'd like to go. And so he went with his daughter, he saw BNI, and he called me up and he said, I want this in Kalispell, Montana, population. I think it was 10 or 12,000 people at that time. I'm sure it's larger now. And so, yeah, the states like Montana and North Dakota opened earlier than I thought.
Yeah. And then, of course, Maine, right? You said, and there's more moose than people.
More moose than people. That's what somebody told me. Yeah.
Ironically enough, I lived in Maine for 10 years. And so there are a lot of moose. There's no doubt about it. All right. And there's more. We have another page.
Wow.
I know. Wow. Right. We have another page of chapters that are qualified. New Jersey, Nevada. Great. We love Nevada. New York, Manhattan, Ohio, Pennsylvania, a lot of South Carolina, Low Country, Midlands, Shirleytown, Tennessee, Texas, a lot of Utah, right? Man, Utah is just doing
Utah's strong.
Utah's doing amazing. Tacoma and Wisconsin. So a lot of chapters, a lot of regions. And then we actually have 4 members that have actually qualified as members. These members have sponsored at least 3 or more in their region. So great job, Randy Yates, Utah North, John Jones,
well done.
California. Amazing, right? Jim,
yeah.
Matt.
And it's not over yet.
It's not over. No, because this data only goes to, like I said, the 13th of May. So I suspect we're going to have a lot more.
Yeah.
And, great job, Lisa, because these are all franchises. And so the core region's going to jump in the game and get in the action. So good job, Utah, California, Georgia, Tennessee. These members have already qualified, sponsoring at least 3 or more into not only their chapter, but the same region. And so amazing. And then we have a boatload, your word, sir, a boatload of chapters that are sitting at 2, and they're right on the cusp of getting into 3. And so I'm not going to read through this whole list, but there's a lot. And there's a lot of the same suspects from before too. And so there's several pages of these, all these chapters. Look at all that Florida. This whole page is Florida.
Amazing.
A lot of Florida. And look, Tampa Bay, right? Wow. Just doing amazing. And so Miami-Dade, good to see you on there. So all these chapters are sitting at 2 through May 13th. And so they just need 1 more to get in the drawing. And then there's actually more. Boom. There's a lot more. Hawaii, good to see the big island on there. Maine, there we go. There's our state, right, sir?
It is.
We got to love Maine. And so great to see all these chapters sitting at 2 and just 1 more, and they'll be at 3. And it just keeps going, all these chapters. I think here in a second, here's a summary slide. We have 100 and something chapters that are sitting at 2 and right on the verge of qualifying. Boom. I think this is the last page. A lot of Texas, more Utah, some Washington on there, Wisconsin, and even the great state of West Virginia. So all these chapters, we're going to make this available. We want to let, executive directors, managing directors, let your chapters know that they are right there and only need 1 more to go. These members, now these are members now that are sitting at 2.
Oh,
So
wow.
these members, yeah, need only one more and they'll qualify as members. So great job. Will, Tack, Becca, Fabian, Steve. I know Steve, Thean. I can't pronounce that. Is that Aradhana? Austin, Ivan. Ooh, Ivan, that's a good name, right? Mike, Susan, 2 Susans, Aaron, Joshua, Alexandra, Brandon, Andrew, Michael, Cheryl, Tom, Vanessa, and Pearl. And so a great mix too. So all these members sitting at 2, they just need one more, and they'll be in the mix for 3. And more, they're sitting at 2. We have lots. Charlotte, South Carolina, Houston, Virginia. And so in summary, we have 78 chapters that have qualified so far. 48 regions make up those 78 chapters. 4 members have actually qualified, and we have 148 chapters sitting at 2 and 43 members sitting at 2. So I think it's safe to say, Lisa, Dr. Misner, that the participation this year, it seems we have a whole lot more members, a whole lot more chapters, a whole lot more regions that are really jumping in the game to qualify this year. And I think they're excited better than ever, more than ever, to go on a cruise with you this October. What do you think of that, sir?
I think we're going to get a lot this year, and it'll be exciting to have, 75, 100 people or more, plus their guests attending. So I'm really looking forward to this.
Yes, sir. It's going to be a good time. A lot of great relationships being built, and a lot of great time with you. And I know you'll do some presentations with them and give them some options to do presentations and share dinner, share meals, share lunch, just share time. You guys are going to be on this boat from 4 nights and 3 days, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And we appreciate your commitment to this, and just your participation in the whole program year after year after year. And it really is making a difference, and we're all extremely grateful for you. So thank you.
Well, I appreciate you, Lisa and Ron. You've really done a good job of putting it out there this year. That's the first time in a number of years that I really think that we have presented this consistently. So
Yeah,
thank you.
Hey, I'd like to make a comment too. So and Ron said it, but I want to emphasize this. We appreciate all people who are on here, but please make sure, and we'll certainly share the information, that if if those are your chapters that you're in, or that you're a director for these chapters, or these members, encourage them. They're so close to qualifying to going in the drawing to win this opportunity to be on this cruise with Dr. Misner. So I just want to make sure that it'd be terrible that they didn't realize how close they were and they had this great opportunity. So I just want to make sure that you share this with the members and the chapters that you're associated with. Yeah, see, Corey's texting them right now. We want to make sure that we, share the good word, how close they are to qualifying to go into the drawing to be participating in this cruise. We want to make sure that they're aware of that, so that way they can wrap things up by May 31st. And so we want to make sure they get the applications in by May 31st. We were talking, payment is due by June 14th to qualify. So just want to make sure everybody is aware of that and they have these opportunities to get their applications in.
Yeah, thank you, Lisa. You're spot on, because Lisa and I, and even Dr. Misner, it would be such a bummer if somebody got an application in on June 1, which would still be great, of course, just miss that day by 1, right? And so there's still lots of time left. We got about 2, actually from the 13th, it's maybe almost 3 weeks. And so plenty of time left on the game clock, and a lot of people, a lot of chapters, a lot of members just sitting right there at the edge. And so, what you measure and focus daily, you can improve on. So we want to make sure the chapters know where they're at, and members know where you're at too. So you can focus on that goal and get it done and have an amazing time with Ivan and all the other winners in October. I know from previous calls, we've had previous winners on these calls that talked about, they created different groups with past winners, and they still keep in touch, and they actually are passing business as well. And so not only will the cruise be amazing and fun and very productive with Dr. Misner, it's a way to build relationships with other members all around the country as well. And you can build those relationships and grow business and pass and receive referrals. And so it's going to be really cool.
Can I just mention, Ron, Dana has put in, those of you who are on, tell people about the 5 p.m. phone call, 5 p.m. Eastern phone call today, where we're going to do the same content. I'll do better on the test. We'll do the same content. And then there's a link. Dana put in a link for people to register. So if you're on here and you want to tell your members, forward that information to them. Thanks, Ron.
100%, especially if there's some members or chapters that are on these lists where they're right there on the edge. Jump on, get the recognition, hashtag core value, and know where you're at so we can help you get to the finish line. And so Allure to Seas, big ship, massive ship, Oasis class ship, Royal Caribbean, if you've never been on it, it's a floating city. I mean, it really is. I think crew and passengers, it's 7,000, 8,000 people. It really is amazing. Lots to do, amazing food and shows and ice skating and Ivan, and lots and lots and lots to do, and all kinds of fun, relaxing, and very productive time. It's in October 4 to 7. And again, members sponsor 3 or more. Doesn't have to be your chapter. It has to be anywhere in your region. Okay, sponsor 3 or more anywhere in your region, and you qualify in a chapter. Basically add 3 new members between April 1, the end of May, and whoever in your chapter sponsored those members, they're going to get their name in the hat. And the more you sponsor, the more names go in the hat. And we're going to choose at least 1 winner from each region. And so it stands to read. I think last year, Lisa, how many did we send total? I don't remember. 20.
21.
Yeah, 21. There you go. Sent 21 last year, and we're already going to, easily surpass that, double, triple, quadruple. We kind of like that whole double, triple talk, don't we, Dr. Misner? Double, triple.
I do. Absolutely. I think it's both powerful and accurate.
Yes, sir. Double your chapter size and you triple the amount of referrals. Doesn't happen automatically, but give it time. And by doubling your chapter size, you're going to triple your referrals.
One of the reasons for that is that you tend to fill in power teams. And as power teams get filled in, 1 referral can go to 2 people or 3 people or 4 people. And so referrals go up dramatically as you get larger and have more active power teams.
Love it. And I can't imagine anybody's against tripling referrals.
Well, listen, some chapters, I don't want to go down a rabbit hole, but some chapters are like, well, no, we're happy with our 15 members, and it's comfortable. But most people now recognize that larger groups are going to generate more referrals. Sometimes chapters, the members are happy in their hole and they don't want a ladder. The member extravaganza is a ladder that will help take you out of any hole that you're in with BNI.
I love that analogy, right? Yeah, member extravaganza. I love that. I'm going to use that. Member extravaganza is the ladder to get out of your hole.
I think I've done a podcast and a blog on it. I'm sure Dana could find it pretty quick.
Oh, I want to listen to that podcast. That sounds amazing. Yeah, use your ladder to get out of the hole, and BNI is the ladder, right?
Yep.
Amazing. Let me know when you find that, Dana, because I want to listen to that one today. And 4-day, 3-night cruise for 2, Bahamas, and also Coco Cay's private island. And it's amazing. Lots to do, lots to experience. A lot of fun if you want to go into the Bahamas. And is it Paradise Island? Is that the island out there? Is that right? Anybody know? I forget. Anyways, there's an island. I think it's called Paradise Island in the Bahamas. Lots to do, and an amazing time to have fun, and do it in October with Dr. Misner and have an amazing time. You have anything else you want to add, sir?
I found the blog for I'm happy in, it's called I Hid Wall, happy in the hole and don't want a ladder. Like that. But I'm pretty sure I have a podcast on it too. I'm looking for that.
All right, very cool. Let me know.
Yeah, Dana posted podcast 560 a few.
Okay, there we go. Yeah. That's very similar, if not almost identical to the blog I did. And that's really good for those of you who are watching this. That's really good for people that are just kind of complacent. They're good members. They just need to be fired up a little bit. And that kind of, that kind of says, okay, here's where we are. If we were really doing great, we got to come out of this. It's like, I think it comes from the term on fire, on hold, or in a hole. Mm-hmm. Chapters that are on fire are doing great. Chapters that are on hold, they're doing all right. And the ones in a hole are, they're not enjoying it, and they're not using BNI to its fullest.
Yeah, I agree. As a former member, who built a business. I mean, BNI is without a doubt the greatest business growth strategy on the planet. And for members and chapters that can leverage all that BNI has to offer, I mean, it's life-changing. It
Yeah.
really, really is. And BNI, it's a business growth vehicle. And so do you want to have, if you're a chapter of 20 and you have, that means you have 19 referral partners, 19 sales reps, all there to help you grow your business. Would you rather have 19 sales reps or a chapter of 50 where you have 49 sales reps? I don't know. I want 49 referral partners. It stands to reason. The more referral partners you have, the more business you can do. And so use that ladder, get out of the hole, and use member extravaganza for it. I love that analogy. I'm going to use it. Thank you very much.
And you know, there's another reason why it grows so much. It comes from Metcalfe's law about how networks grow. And you know, if what's interesting is that if you have 16 connections, you have 256 interrelated connections. But if you have 32, you have 1,054, I think it is. So you double your size, you triple the number of, or actually, yeah, you triple the number of referrals or connections that you have. And when you triple the number of connections, that's one of the ways that larger chapters generate more referrals.
Yeah, 100%. You know, I heard a quote. I don't know where I heard this quote. Maybe it's from you. I'm not sure. But if you want a bigger net worth in life,
Yeah,
all you need is a bigger network.
a bigger quality network. Yes, I
Yes,
agree.
sir. And I don't know any other network on the planet that gives us all access to nearly 325,000 like-minded business people all over the world who all have the same core values that we do, and they want to help us grow our business. And so excited about Member Extravaganza. Any closing thoughts, Lisa?
Nope, I think you guys said it all. Very excited to see the great response we've had to Member Extravaganza and the impact that we're having. So thanks again for everyone.
Love
Yeah,
it.
thank you, everybody. And tell your fellow members to come to the 5 o'clock. This is the last in the
That's it.
series because next Monday is a holiday.
The grand finale,
Right?
5 o'clock Eastern today. Be there or be square.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
All right. Thank you all very much. I
Thank you,
appreciate it.
sir. Thank you, Lisa.
All right, take care.
Dana,
Bye.
Alicia. See you at 5.